Hey friend, in this video, I'm going to be painting and swatching a very abstract color blocking video using my 6 colors from my brand new set that I did in collaboration with My Merry Blue. You guys know I've been loving this brand and their rich, delicious Italian-made watercolor pigments. So I thought I would do a few different demos using these 6 colors only, no other colors used in the creation of this video. So in this video, I'm gonna be doing a color blocking abstract painting, and it's gonna show you quite a crazy range of colors, like some nude colors, some really interesting grays and blues and purples, all just from these 6 colors. So if you are interested in painting a piece like this, and you want to learn a little bit more about color mixing and using a very limited palette, then let's dive in. So for this entire piece, I'm just going to be using my 3/4 inch Aqua Elite wash brush. And again, only using the 6 colors from the new My Merry Blue set that I helped collaborate with them on. This first swatch is just going to be Prussian blue. And I'm just doing these 1.5 to 2 inch sized rectangles and varying the concentration of the pigment and water ratio so that we have some variety in contrast of light and dark values of all of the colors, but then also using my ability to color mix to create some really funky colors. So for this color, this like tannish color, I used Quin Red and Green Gold to mix up this kind of light tan goldish color. And I'm gonna put the Quin Red right next to it to pull out that warmth that's in the swatch right next to it, that goldish brown swatch. And adding a little bit of red to the mixture to shift the hue just slightly. So we did a really big jump in contrast between colors, between the blue and the gold or brownish color. And so adding in some subtle transitions between my colors, like the dark blue and the light blue is more subtle, and the pink to the red is more subtle, versus blue to gold or red to green. So instead of doing all jumping around the color wheel and doing all crazy colors right next to each other, having some colors that bridge the gaps between them is going to be nice. But also, the bigger the contrast between the 2 colors that are sitting next to each other, the bigger the contrast, and also the more apparent the bleeds are. So for example, the dark indigo or blue on the top right next to the bright orange, you can see that burst or bloom a lot more obviously than if it was the bright orange next to a red orange. So you want to make sure that you're incorporating contrast as well as subtle changes in color and not really thinking about it too much, but also incorporating it in a way that makes sense and flows. So I'm staggering where I'm placing my colors as well so that I don't have, for example, this red block right underneath the red block from the first row, and making sure to start with a cool color if my last row started with a warm color, and vice versa. So I've added in some carbon black, some like medium consistency of carbon black as one of my swatches. I think it looks really nice with all these bold, vibrant colors. But as you can see, I'm mixing up so many different varieties of golds and browns and pinks and greens, and you can add Prussian blue to your green gold to help richen the color, make it more of a blue-green. You can add black to your blues to create an indigo. You can add Prussian blue to quinacridone red or quinacridone red or permanent red light to make a purple. Maybe add green gold to that purple to soften it and mute it a little bit. The colors that you think might not make up the best match are usually the most surprising, so try all of it out. For example, this kind of chartreusey green color is green gold, a little bit of Quin Red, and a lot of primary yellow. So it has this kind of rich chartreusey gold color. And then we have this burnt orange using that brownish color I mixed up with yellow, Quin Red, and green gold, and added some red to it to make it a little bit orange, a burnt orange. Now I'm adding red and black together for this smoky brown hue. Has a little bit of purple in it as well, a little purple undertone. And this is such a good exercise for allowing yourself to follow impulses on mixing up your colors and just trying things out and seeing what happens. No pressure on how it turns out, just allowing yourself to explore different color combinations, different consistencies with those color combinations, and seeing how deep you can go with each one of your colors, the more pigment you add, or how light and transparent they can get, or if you add a little bit more of one color, how it shifts the hue of that color. But what makes this piece look really fun and playful is the angles switching up between all of the different blocks, the colors shifting from different hues and different values, having contrast be really apparent in spots, in moments to add some movement, but also carrying people through those moments of contrast with more analogous color combinations, aka color combinations using colors that are more close or similar in hue. So for obvious reasons, this black and yellow next to each other is high in contrast. Yellow and pink are slightly less in contrast, but they're still pretty heavy. And green and pink, aka red and green, are really heavy in contrast. They're contrasting colors. So then I'm putting a more yellow green next to the green to subtly change that hue to offset all the contrast that I'm doing. A lot of yellow in this orange next to the yellow green, and then a more red orange to finish that off. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, thank you for the engagement, for commenting on our videos, liking, subscribing to the channel. It all means the world to us and helps us continue to put forth these amazing videos. Thank you to My Mary Blue for collaborating with me on this fun 6-paint set. It's available at Blick and Amazon. If you go to jennaraney.com/Amazon or jennaraney.com/Blick, you can find it there. And again, if you have been struggling with using a limited palette or a limited color set, then make sure you rewatch this video and other videos that I have to come using this set. As always, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.